Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and you're tuned in to Madden 18 on EA Sports. As we head towards kickoff, two quarterbacks will be on the field today trying to push their team to victory. It's Bortles' Jaguars going up against Tyrod Taylor's Bills.
Thank you, Larry. Renamed in August of 2016, there's a look inside New Era Field here at Orchard Park, New York. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Jacksonville Jaguars. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And off we go from New Era Field. Fielded about a yard deep. And this return net's positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line. Now a play fake here on first down. Going to drop this off to McCoy, complete. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And even 20 yards and a first down on the game's very first play.
Nice little nifty play for him there. That's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we get everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. Now the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Let's go. Watch round. Hey. What? Let's round. Let's go. Watch round. Watch.
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Taylor hit. He lost the football. And fortunately, the Bills jump on it and get it back.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Here we go. Ohio.
3rd and long, it's Taylor. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37, and he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside, but you talk about the offenses, they heated up in a big way. And how about Nick Foles? The backup quarterback turned MVP, 373 yards, 3 touchdowns, and, of course, the big one receiving on the Philly special.
Quite a story. And as you and I were talking about off air, it was just a fluid game, not a lot of penalties, just really clean play.
Exactly the type of game the NFL needed for the audiences at home watching the game and, of course, people in attendance. A really well-played game.
Bortles going to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
first carry for Leonard Fournette. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on second down.
Run, and run it. That's it, baby. That's it. Big hit. Ace. There we go. Black 58, rail. Ace. Blue 45. Black 58, rail. Black 58, rail.
They'll run it again with Fournette. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down?
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
A good chance this is 4-down territory if they're unable to convert. But right now looking at a 3rd and 3.
There we go now. Green.
Working from the gun, it's Bortles. Eluding the... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Shaq Lawson in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Brad Nortman on to punt it away. Back deep for the Bills, Brandon Tate. And here's a very low-line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 15-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Bills will be backed up to start the drive. They'll have it 1st and 10. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year. They totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
Flush to his right. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Double tight, guys, double tight. Come on, let's go.
On 2nd down, it's McCoy. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
And this defense looks for one more stop here on 3rd after the run.
Here we go. Flex round. Hey, we got 4. We got 4
Flex
down.
round.
Flex round. Hut.
Taylor now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got his man. It's the tight end, Clay. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a 1st down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Hey, tight end's right. Watch tight end. Flex round. Flex round. Come on, let's go. Ohio. Let's go.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Yeah, baby. Here we go. Flex round. Flex round. Ohio. Hut.
Taylor. Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be down deep into Jacksonville territory. A big play here for Buffalo. 48 yards. And now a first down following that long gain.
Let's go. Flex round. Flex round.
From the gun, it's Taylor. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Calais Campbell in there to bring him down for a loss of 7. So the defense has put them in a tough spot. It's 2nd and long.
Let's go. Ohio.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down.
Watch tight. Watch tight. Flex round. Flex round. Let's go. Brand 38.
In motion right comes Matthews. After the penalty, it's McCoy. And he'll take this one inside the 10 down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
On 3rd and goal, Taylor. He'll set up the screen to McCoy. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. A terrific job there to keep him out of the end zone. And now it'll be 4th and goal. On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. On 4th down, Sean McDermott trots the field goal unit out there. From the right hash at a bit of a tight angle. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the Bills will take a 3-0 lead. And we were scoreless up until this point in the 2nd quarter. Now we finally have a little action.
Let's see where this action takes us. First quarter, no points at all. Now we've got our first score of the game. Well, does that signal that we're going to get more as we go along? Or will it revert back to what we saw in the beginning of the game?
Jags taking over on offense here in a second. And what a season, Charles, it was for Jacksonville. Some people did like them as a dark horse coming into the year, and they really responded.
Heard recently at one of the, all-star games, college all-star games, a scout saying, well, heck, haven't they been the dark horse for the last 5 years coming into the season? And he seemed a little bit bitter, so I'm going to let him go on that one. But the point is well taken. They have been building towards this. Really good drafts. Really supplemented in free agency. And, yeah, they were a dark horse, but they played awfully well. 11 wins, 2 more in the playoffs. I think right now they'd love to get Allen Robinson back at wide receiver and add another playmaking tight end. And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Bortles now on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Preston Brown coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. A fake to Fournette. Now it's Bortles to throw. Buying time to his left. And the pressure gets to him again. Jerry Hughes in there to get him. And this pass rush strong now. That's sacks on back-to-back plays. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. Shotgun now for Bortles. That one complete to D.D. Westbrook. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, you know, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. Nortman on to kick as he sends it away. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
Let's go!
On 1st and 10, it's Taylor. Man open right side, it's the tight end Clay. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Bills passing game, getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. Now a 1st down carry here for McCoy. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage. I really liked what he did there.
Watch right, watch right, watch right. Come on, let's go!
Again, it's McCoy. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. A minute 59 to go in the 1st half. Back to Buffalo after this. The Bills on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
Flex round! Flex round! Come on, let's go! Brand 38!
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. It's a 5-yard pickup, but spotted a few chain links short of the 1st, so a little bit of decision time here coming up on 4th down.
3 down! 3 down! Two times! Let's go! What? Ohio! Hey, switch gears, Ohio! Shift! Come on, let's go!
They'll go with McCoy. And some room to roam now. And he will have a 1st down at about the 21-yard line. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo 1st down.
This is where you need to rely on your offensive line, and you tell the person carrying the football, no dilly-dallying around, no trying to hit the home run. Just hit the hole hard and get in there for a 1st down.
Throwing now, Taylor on first down. And his throw here's incomplete. Jordan Matthews, the one he was looking for. And it's second down.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Here we go.
In motion, the tight end play. Now they'll try and run the sweep to McCoy. McCoy's got the first down and more. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. LaShawn McCoy, a 21-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Here's Hauschka now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A big one there for the Jags. 18 yards, first down.
Here we go now. Green 90. Green 90. Ace.
They go play action here on first down. Escaping the pressure. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Shaq Lawson in there to pick up his second sack now of the afternoon. On second down, here's Bortles. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jerry Hughes in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.